And welcome back to Let's Play River City Girls 2. We're finally back as the main girl, Misako, and we are going to check out what awaits us at the end of the Flatirons, so let's keep going. Decided to set Kunio as my partner character here.
What's going on? I feel weird.
Yeah, I've got a really bad headache all of a sudden.
And our HUDs are getting all glitchy.
Shh, we're not supposed to be able to see those.
Right, sorry.
So I'm going forward kind of carefully here because there's a bunch of invisible or holes in the ground that you cannot see, and it is... Oh, what the heck? Oh no, I'm trapped in a loop. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh dear, this is bad. Whoa. Yeah, this area is not fun to go through because those holes, it's just so easy to fall in them. And as you can see, as Kunio and Misako pointed out, our HUD's kind of glitching out, so I can't even see how much health I lost from that, but it was probably a pretty good amount. Anyways, I've done the usual. I've gone around and bought...
Looks like the place Marion described right before she passed out.
Great. So can we get out of here before what attacked her comes for us?
Too late.
Anyways, as I was saying, I've gone around, bought all the stat boosters, and... Oh, jeez. I'm doing terrible here. Bought all the stat boosters, and bought a few new moves that I'm trying to show off. Let's do a Nutcracker into an aerial combo, and then her special. I forget what that one's called. I think it's like Ride the Lightning or something. Very powerful, though. Misako also can chain into it from her upward special, that nice spiral uppercut. Misako still has drop kick from the first game, but Ride the Lightning overtakes it, so she can no longer use it in the air, so it's not really that great anymore. And yeah, I've got her full aerial combo. Unlike other aerial combos, which knock enemies to the ground, Misako's knocks them forward, so like I said, she can follow up with her Ride the Lightning. I've also got her grab special, but we weren't able to use it. Let's get into this little wooded mouth here and see what awaits us.
What are you two doing here? Can't you see outsiders aren't welcome?
We didn't see a sign.
The dozens of ghosts, ghouls, and mazy forest wasn't a clue?
Well, I guess in hindsight.
Anyway, what do you want? I'm very busy. Unless you've got cash, then I'm slightly less busy.
Did you cast a spell on our friend Marion?
Dunno, I cast lots of spells. Describe her?
Long blonde hair, workout clothes, legendary abs.
Yeah, I did. But only because I was paid to do so, so don't get all on my case about it. How'd you two know about that anyway?
We broke her out of the spell.
You what?
Were we, not supposed to do that?
Do you have any idea how expensive that spell was? It required rare artifacts that are not cheap. And with my stupid guarantee, now it comes out of my pocket to cast it again. I swear, I told that demon we shouldn't offer that.
Well, you could just not put her back under a spell.
Don't tell me how to do my job, okay? I'm a lot better at what I do than whatever the hell you two do.
We punch and kick people.
Sometimes wrestling moves, too.
Cute. And how, pray tell, did you break my spell over Marion?
With, punching and kicking?
And wrestling moves, like we said.
Well, that's very annoying and rude. And now I'm gonna have to destroy you both. So don't take it personally, but also don't fight it, because I've got a terrible headache right now.
And we are thrust into battle against the witch, Blaire. Get it? Anyway, Blaire is a little obnoxious of a fight. She has very limited opportunities to hit her, and a lot of attacks that give her generous invulnerability, like this one right here, where she launches the dice. We can easily avoid this just by standing on the platform. You might think that you're able to damage that shield, but you are not. Your opportunity to hit her comes in when she does that golf swing attack. I should have done the aerial special sooner. Now, here's the main gimmick of these fights, these tarot cards, where they use various effects depending on what the card on the left is, and the card on the right determines the secondary effect of the spell, whether it's like poisonous, electric, or freezing, as well as how many times it's going to hit. You see how there's 3 icons? That means the spell will cast 3 times. And yeah, Blaire is a fairly obnoxious fight, because you generally just have to wait until a lot of these attacks finish their runtime. And, what was I going to say? They can combine to make a very, very annoying to dodge thing going on here. Alright, so we got the world. This one's gonna drop 3 times. It's poisonous. This one's very simple. It just, as you can see, it drops from the ceiling. Lovers. Okay, we got 2, and I think that's freeze. Oh. Anyways, lovers causes somebody to jump out kicking. You also notice that the card is Mami and Hasabe. We haven't seen them, which is strange, since they were such a big deal in the first game. Oh, well. You can hit Blaire when she launches the cat like that, although the timing is not exactly generous. Also, I got hit by the golf swing there. What am I trying to apply there? You have to react very, very quickly, and she appears pretty randomly. Let me see here. Yeah, the magician just launches out those pillars. There's a lot going on in this fight, and it's kind of hard for me to keep track of everything, and that's actually really unfortunate. The poison damage in this game is pretty nasty. As you can see, it's going to tick through a pretty large chunk of our health bar, and it's still going. Okay, so here comes the Abobo spells. Unfortunately, we just gotta... Nope. Oh, dear, yeah. And getting hit by one of these things can very easily bounce you into another one of the spells. So, this is just a very annoying fight altogether. As you can see, the Abobo spell was still going, so I just didn't get the opportunity to actually deal any decent damage to her. Alright, so we can only hit her a couple times in the air. There we go. One nice thing about launching bosses with the guard break is that you can usually pick them up in the air and deal some pretty decent damage to them. Alright, so we don't have any enemies to worry about, and she hasn't cast a spell with the tarot cards, so we can just stand up here to avoid the dice attack. Now, if you're wailing on that shield, you can, in fact, actually pick her up into a combo once the shield drops. However, you're just so likely to get hit by the dice while that's going on that I really wouldn't recommend trying it. Alright, this is her last card, the Death card. This one's a bit unique. This one just summons a bunch of zombies, and they're very weak since they're just boss ads. Anytime bosses call in additional enemies in this game, they're usually much weaker than they are when you fight them normally. Okay. Oh, nope, I overcommitted to the air combo there. If you can knock her into the ground and then pick her up with the guard break, that is a very good way to do a lot more damage than you would be able to normally. Also, the Lover's card has been upgraded for this section of the fight, using Stone Hands for a little bit of maneuverability there to avoid the Lovers that were coming in. Oh, the attack was still going. Whoops! Lost track of that there. I thought it had already did the 5 one time. Oh, nope. Okay, so we got the Magician card. I'm just going to go on the evasive here as much as I can. We'll do Stone Hands. There we go. Actually, I was able to get a lot more off of that. Oh, man. Oh, no. That's terrible. The Abobo spell is just by far the worst one, because, as you can see, these attacks just come out very slow. They idle around for a long time. You have no choice but to just dodge these. It's so obnoxious. Okay, so here comes the world. Looks like she's trying to get a golf swing ready. There she goes. Oh, man. Abobo spell, please stop. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is exactly the kind of situation you don't want to be in with that spell. Okay. Fortunately, I should be able to just take this guy down. Nope. Oh, no. Come on, we're so close to the end of this fight. Can I take her down? Yes! Oh, man. I can't believe I got that on the first try.
I was getting bored anyway. Alright, knock it off. I'm beat. You got me.
Those were some wicked moves, though. I wish we knew how to do magic like that.
I can teach you, if you've got money.
Yeah?
It's a lot of money, though.
Oh, they were generally pretty poor.
Yeah, I figured. So, piss off and leave me alone? I've already wasted too much time on you two.
Wait, before we go, we need to know. Why were you controlling Marion?
I told you already, 'cause I got paid. And really well, too.
Yeah, but by who?
Okay, well, this all goes back a few years. I was born into magic, literally. My dad was a stage magician, and Mom was a fortune teller. They loved their jobs, and they loved each other.
Aw, that's sweet. I love a good love story.
But over time, their love faded. They needed more in their lives. So they cast a special spell, and 9 moons later, I came along.
How's that work?
I'll, explain it to you later.
They taught me everything they knew at a young age. I was a powerful witch by age 4, controlling creatures and minds by age 6.
Wait, like dark art stuff? You don't hang out with that Yamada guy, do you?
He's a poser.
Right?
But one day, Dad took one of his tricks too far, and it vanished them both from this realm. Forever.
Plot twist. That'd be so sad.
I was left to fend for myself, and there was no chance in hell, which is very real, by the way. I'd be sent to an orphanage, so I set up shop here in Flatirons and started selling my potions, spells, whatever.
Oh, wait, can we go back to this hell is real thing?
Don't distract her. The story's just getting good.
A few years ago, this funny little Yakuza weasel shows up at my shop,
Sounds like Ken.
talking about how big a deal he is, how important his dad is.
Definitely, Ken.
They put me on their payroll and covered my expenses if I would just make myself available for any spells, readings, or incantations they ever needed.
Anything for money, huh?
Hey, a witch has gotta survive. I wiped her mind, gave control of her to the Yakuza, and that's the last I heard. Until you two came around. But to be honest, those Yakuza were getting pretty annoying anyway. Always bugging my customers. I've been thinking of breaking our deal soon.
You should, and come help us instead.
Help you what?
Take back the city and defeat Ken and his Yakuza army.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to give the wrong impression, but I don't give a rat's ass about any of that.
Oh,
However, if you two promise to come around my shop now and then, pick up the business I would have had with them, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
I knew you had a good heart.
Don't you ever say that about me again.
Fine, got it.
Here, take my emblem. You'll need it to get back out of the forest.
It's pretty shiny.
And expensive looking.
Don't sell it. You might need it later. The Yakuza gave an emblem to each of their special employees, like myself.
Other witches?
Hardly. I took care of their spells. Another their food. The girl their social media.
Well, thanks for your help, Blaire. We'll be back, I'm sure.
You better. And bring cash. I'm not helping you out for friendship.
Not even a little?
No.
Okay, yeah, we'll bring cash.
Thanks for the emblem.
And unfortunately, we do not get a new party member out of this. But Blaire now opens up a shop that we can buy some accessories from. I don't really care about any of the accessories, but we may as well go in and see what she offers. Yeah, right, so checking out her wares. Let's see, the Frost Sigil is something that only affects you in co-op. It makes revivals quicker, both if you're being revived and if you're reviving teammates. Revival is pretty funny in co-op mode. Basically, the ghost of your partner's character starts to fly away, and you stomp them to force the ghost back in. You did get to see a bit of that in the Mami and Hasabe fight in River City Girls 1. Let's see. The Trianon's Trinket makes your parry also do damage when you pull it off. I don't really find parries to be all that useful in this game, so I don't really use this. Air attack stronger from the Sign Necklace. If you got a character who uses a lot of air combos, this could probably be pretty useful. And Witch Bottle makes heavy attacks do fire damage every now and again. This is actually pretty annoying, and I don't like this because when the heat attack triggers on the heavy attacks, it actually pretty heavily changes the trajectory of the attack and makes it much harder to actually get your normal combos off of it, so I wouldn't recommend this.
Be gone, but come again.
We will not, but I figured I should show those off since this is kind of out of the way and we're not going to be coming back here anytime. Now that we have taken care of the Flatirons, we actually, in order to continue with the game, we need to go to Technos. However, there is one more thing we can do in the Flatiron area, so I need to be very, very mindful of when we reach the area with the pits, which is right now. So yeah, this one is so annoying because the fog just makes it so you can't actually see the pits. Luckily I touched the ground there, so we should be able to leap over, and yeah, we're good, we're good. Alright, let's get out of here. But like I said, there's one more thing for us to do in the Flatirons, although it's not strictly necessary. There's also a secret area for us to find, of course, and thankfully that experience we got from defeating Blaire did give us a level up, so we're doing pretty good. And I am falling into pits like crazy. This is ridiculous. No! Oh, man. I hate this graveyard so much. Thankfully, we never have to come back here. Okay, well, I do have to briefly pass back through here when we have to revisit Matt McMuscles to give him the tarot cards, but that is a long ways off. Speaking of tarot cards, there should be one in the camp.
We gotta find our way back out of here.
How about we take that road with the creepy guy instead?
Alright, so they're actually referencing a character that I didn't bother talking to, because he doesn't really say anything interesting. But if you were to go past the campground area, there is a boatman waiting for you at the far edge of the screen that you get to. But he just blows you off if you talk to him before defeating Blaire, and I didn't think the dialogue was all that interesting, so I just decided to go straight to Blaire instead. There is a tarot card for us to grab in here. I just forget which sign it is in. Oh, no. Yeah, we're at the point where the enemies have stepped up their damage considerably, so we can very easily be killed at this point if I get careless and let myself get picked up in a few more attacks. So I'm going to be doing my best to avoid things, but the guys are pretty aggressive at this point in the game. And there we go, we've gotten all the tarot cards in the Flatirons. Let's just take this apple. Heading down into the next area that I was referencing earlier. We actually do want to engage in some combat real quick to clear out the enemies on the screen, because there is a secret that is a little tricky to get to, and these guys do not make it any easier if I don't take care of them now. I really do not want them getting in the way when I'm trying— oh no, that took me way farther than I was anticipating. Oh no! Not on the right platform, jeez. Yeah, sometimes you just get stuff like that, and it throws me off a little bit. Alright, that's a couple more down. I think that's all of them. Yeah, okay, they're all dead. So, the secret area in the Flatirons is really tricky to get to. It is behind this waterfall, and although you can't see it, I walked down to the bottom of the screen there. We gotta do a little bit of platforming, and it's blind platforming. Alright, so I gotta go to the right here. No, I think I messed this up. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I gotta reset here. Okay, there. Now I gotta go to the right a little bit, then to the left a little bit, then once more to the left, and then hold X, and there we go. Yeah, that one is very tricky to get into because I could not see what I was doing, and I'm pretty sure you couldn't see what I was doing either. But for collecting that gold brick, we unlock Noise as an assist, and she conveniently is waiting for us in Technos, so that'll be nice. Incidentally, the path to Ocean Heights, now that we've defeated Blaire, has cleared up, so we can— if you go to where Noise's bus is, it won't be there anymore. Sadly, there is no more dialogue involving Noise aside from recruiting her, so it's pretty easy to miss that scene with the bus.
Well, hello there.
Who are you?
Some kind of monster.
Shame on you. Just because I don't have skin doesn't mean I don't have feelings.
Sorry.
I'm the ferryman, and for a price, I can take you wherever you need to travel.
Except on land.
Well, yes, obviously. Climb aboard my cursed vessel when the journey is far, and I will transport you across this plane of existence to your destination.
For a fee, right?
It's reasonably priced. Cheaper than a taxi, really. Feel free to charge your phones, and there's water bottles under the seat.
Okay, thanks. Good to know.
I like the ferryman, he's pretty funny. Anyways, he'll take us to Ocean Heights, but we cannot really do anything in Ocean Heights until we clear Technos. Most of the areas are blocked off. However, there are a couple things we can check out. I just want to get these guys out of the way. And we want to punch this little grating here, then hold X. And in rapid succession, we got another secret area. Heck yeah, we're collecting these gold bricks like crazy. And other than that, let's head over to this screen. I believe there's a couple cats we can grab while we're here, so we should keep an eye out for them. Let me see, not up there. Let's go to the other side. If you remember from the previous game, this screen right here leads to the docks, and yes, there is a kitty. If I can just get to it. Oh no. Yeah, I absolutely despise trying to platform when there's enemies around, because they just love to get in your way when you flub the jump. We can't get to the dock area now, but we can head into the area with the dojo and a couple of shops that we can buy some stat boosting items in. Much like the previous game, Billy runs the dojo in Ocean Heights. But we don't really have enough money to buy any more than one move, and I'd rather save my money for stat boosts at this point. And here's what I'm talking about with, I'm trying to do some platforming here, and these guys are just not giving me any breathing room. Oh dear, that was embarrassing. So once again, we just have to take them out so I can actually try and get that stupid cat. Oh, well, more chances to show off Misako's moves, like, hey, we got the headbutt that we had at the start of the game. Here we can do stun gun. Does a lot of damage, although unfortunately that's a pretty high HP enemy that I just used it on, so didn't really accomplish much against her. And let's just destroy this little girl. Okay, now let's get up there. Let me see, I think... Yes, okay. And then we can just walk along this edge.
Who's a cute kitty? Who's a cute kitty?
And now, because Kunio is filling in for Kyoko, he loves kitties.
We should really lock that door.
Hey, it's Leopold. He was the guy that you got the noise VIP passes from in River City Girls 1, and now he is running a donut shop. Good for him.
Fine, I really must post a dress code. The customers we get.
Yeah. Oh, don't be such a jerk. Anyways, there is also one more shop to check out here. And let's see, alright. Actually, for once, it's a store that I do want to buy out the stock. And, you know what? We do have enough money. Let's buy one 300 money move here. All the moves at this point are pretty expensive, so you burn your stock of money really quickly if you buy them. Let's see. I think we'll go with, not Olympic Spin. Power Bomb is another aerial grab. I've explained why I'm not fans of those, so let's go with Backflip Kick.
Nice, peace be with you.
And we'll see if we can't find an opportunity to use that once we get to Technos. Speaking of Technos, I'm just going to meet you there since we've got to walk a little bit to get there. Alright, here we are at the screen that connects to Technos, and before we actually head over there real quick, I'm just going to set my partner voice to Provy to make the scene make a little bit more sense. So let's just get over there. And you may have remembered when we briefly walked by here and we saw another Abobo clone. Also, there's a kitty. In addition to the kitty, once we grab it... Oh, whoops. Walk a little too far there. Okay. Walk down, and then just go along the edge. There we go, kitty. We break open this little thing right here. Another tarot card. Heck yeah. Alright, let's talk to the Abobo clone.
Is that... It is! Oh, man. Provy, I'm your biggest fan!
What?
I follow you on all the social media feeds. Nobody's got moves like you do, Provy!
Yeah, I know it. So how about letting us inside?
Really shouldn't, but... Oh, heck, why not? Anything for Provy.
Well, that was easy.
Are we really that famous? You got no idea.
Okay, so that actually made even less sense than what I was expecting it to. Okay, so Provy appears at the scene regardless of who you're playing as, and if she's your player one, the scene will just play out with her leading the conversation and then saying that you have no idea how famous she is. But because Provy is player two in this case, instead a different Provy has come in and got us through. So yeah, this is very confusing. Maybe I shouldn't have changed that. Anyways, now that we've talked to Jack, we can now recruit a Bobo at his apartment.
This place looks expensive.
Don't touch anything. We can't afford if you break something.
Even bad guys' faces?
Well, obviously you can break those, sure.
Alright, now that we're in here, we just got a few guys to beat up. Actually, I'll let that guy live. You know, he deserves it. Alright, heading over here, there's another guy we can talk to.
Hello there. My name is Sonokawa. It is my pleasure to meet you.
Didn't you used to go to our school?
I did, but that was several weeks ago. Since then, I've founded this company and become a billionaire tech giant. Oops, correction. Make that trillionaire. Good earnings this morning.
Can we have some money?
Of course not.
Okay, well, we got places to be.
I understand. Please, enjoy your time here in Technos. If you see me again, please know it is merely an automated facsimile, but you are welcome to say hello all the same.
See you around, Sonokawa.
I liked him better when he was poor and dorky.
Alright, so, talking to Sonokawa there actually doesn't really do anything. But, looks like Godai's got a tip for us. Somebody is waiting for us in the atrium. Both of the stores on the screen are just accessory shops, so once again, I'm just going to ignore those, and let's just finish those guys off, why not? Heading into this next screen here, we'll have another character to talk to. Well, after we get through this fight, now we have the Catgirl robots to deal with, and these enemies are actually extremely annoying. They have a couple of really damaging attacks, but also, as you can see, when you knock them down or deplete their health the first time, they'll break apart. And depending on how much damage you did before they actually break apart, like they do there, they have a chance to reform if bouncing around for a little bit. You can destroy them immediately by either hitting the head or picking it up and throwing it, but otherwise, if you leave them around for a little bit, they'll reform and you have to knock them down one more time after dealing a certain amount of damage to kill them. Certain variants, like this deep blue one, I'm trying to do the Nutcracker here, and for some reason it's not reading my down inputs consistently. The blue one can explode if you hit the head, so it's better to try and pick it up and toss it. Looks like
Where do we go now? This place is confusing.
It's actually not. It's perfectly organized with a 95% foot flow rating, but I could see how a pair of pre-net dum-dums like you might get lost here anyway.
Did that hologram just insult us?
I know why you're here. I've been following you since you hit Technos, and believe me, your feed is mecha like. My grandma gets more clicks and shares, and she's 82 and retired, and, dead.
You're the one who's been embarrassing us on social media.
Maybe. Legally, as a Technos employee, I can't cop to anything sub-legal. But let's just say if I did screw with your feeds, it's only because your lives are so makeup bland, and frankly, you should thank me for doing it.
I'm gonna rip your face off!
I'm a hologram, you Techno simpleton. But I'll tell you what, you find me, the real me, and we'll have that fight. Suiko out.
I'm gonna find that social media moron and break her smartphone against her dumb head!
Sounds like we know our next boss battle.
And hey, I just appreciate that she revealed herself to us before we got to the end of the level. So yes, this is our villain for the area, Suiko. She embarrassed us on social media. For that, she must die. Before we go forward into Technos, we want to duck into the side room here. No enemies will appear in here, but this is where Noise hangs out. If you've gotten the requisite number of secrets, you can recruit her here.
Aw, jeez, more fans! Can't you wait till the after party to bug me?
No, we're gonna bug you right now, and for the amazingly low price of $25, we can hire her. Noise is an extremely unique assist. She does not do any damage. She comes in, plays a riff on her guitar, and she heals you. She is the only assist in the game that does this, so it's a pretty unique function, and it's actually pretty useful. She heals you for quite a bit, gives you a renewable source of health that you don't have to either haul around with a limited number of items, or just like walk back to a hideout or something. It's pretty good, honestly. Helps a lot in boss fights. I'm probably not gonna use her too much because she is kind of overpowered. But heck, we're here. We got her. May as well show her off while she's still here, and we can just replace her with something new. Now this room is a dead end at the moment. We cannot go forward from here, but there's a couple collectibles to get. There's the Taro card there, and there's another kitty. And that, in fact, is the last kitty for Technos. Not too many in this area.
This place is like a maze.
Very expensive, shiny maze.
So where are we supposed to go?
Let's look for someone who might know where that Suiko lady is.
Alright, so the other thing we want to check out here is T-Rex Mechs.
You missed me, eh? Get in here!
Why, it's Mr. Body! We haven't seen him since the last time he insulted us. Sadly, he's less of a real character in this game, and just another store owner cameo. Once again, we're just going to be buying the stuff that increases attack, agility, stamina.
Wait, where you go? Hang around a bit more, eh?
I'm sorry, Mr. Body, we're in a hurry. We've got business to take care of. Yeah, at this point, I would definitely start looking to buy stamina upgrades a lot more if you've been avoiding them. Enemies just hit so ridiculously hard right now that you just die in rapid order if you even get picked up by a couple attacks. It's less of a big deal on normal mode and to a lesser extent tough mode, but on nightmare mode, we can die in like 5 seconds if we're not careful. So yeah, definitely be looking on the lookout for those stamina upgrades. There's nothing for us in that office room, but you do get a Steam achievement if you break all the cubicles and computer monitors in there. Nothing else. Oh, actually, I just want to back up real quick. Hey, leave me alone. Well, that'll give us a chance to show off noise, but this woman right here, like, she seems to have a pretty unique sprite, so I imagine she's a reference to something, but I don't recognize her from anything, really. And see, that right there, that's demonstrating just how much damage we take. Let's have noise heal us, and there we go, all the way back to full. Yeesh, come on. I'm just trying to get through this area. Leave me alone. I have no business with you, catgirl robots, please. Heading into here, we will find that the friend in the atrium is in fact Sabuko, but we're gonna ignore her for right now and go into vegan out.
Get in here, you're letting all the AC out.
Hey now, that looks a lot like Hasabe. Well, it is Hasabe. Sort of. You see, Roxy is actually the English name that Hasabe was given in the original River City Ransom. So now Hasabe and Roxy have been, much like Crash from Kunio, they're now separate characters, although the resemblance between Hasabe and Roxy is a lot more overt than Crash, who doesn't really look like Kunio at all.
Whatever. Cash.
Oh no, I don't have enough money to get the agility booster. Oh well, we'll be able to get more money soon enough.
Stay here and you stay somewhere else.
Yeesh. She's not exactly the most inviting vegan store tender. We're gonna leave Sabuko for right now, because talking to her just begins the quest for her immediately. Also, I accidentally drowned myself here. And we're just going to head into this storage closet here. That is because this storage closet is the next hideout for this area. Now, normally, my plan was to just cycle through the characters as I get to them in each video, and, you know, since we just got back to Misako, we'd loop back around to Kyoko. But for the upcoming boss fight, I actually want to be Provy. For a very particular reason, she has a special move that deals a ton of damage to the boss, and I do have to buy it off-screen, but I also have to run around and buy a bunch of stat-boosting items, so that's just part of the normal rigmarole that I do for the characters. So that is what I will take care of off-screen, and when we come back, we'll be finishing off Technos and showing Suiku what for. Hope to see you then. But until then, goodbye.